begin the show with a WarioWare for the GameCube.
The original WarioWare for the Game Boy Advance was one of the best and most addictive games to hit Nintendo's little portable. So how does it hold up on the big screen? Here's a review of WarioWare Incorporated Mega Party. We'll give you one guess. What game is this? Need a hint? Yeah, it's WarioWare Mega Party games for the GameCube. What other game could be this strange? We absolutely love the Game Boy Advance version of WarioWare. It's simple yet addictive and a perfect game for handhelds. So what gives with the GameCube version? Well, for starters, if you plan on playing by yourself, you're going to be disappointed. The single-player mode is nothing more than a run of more than 200 of the same mini-games found in the GBA version, played one after another. Luckily, all our favorites have returned. They're there, baby. All the mini-games have been organized by categories, like sports. There's no crying in baseball. Sci-fi. Where are the brakes? Even all the Nintendo minigames have been organized into one space. Hadouken! And then there's the category we like the most. Strange. What the hell is that? All the boss fights from the GBA version have also returned, including our favorite, Punch-Out! Another point of contention is the visuals. Hey, these are the same exact graphics as the GBA version, and they didn't even manage to fill up the entire screen. The saving grace of WarioWare Mega Party games is the multiplayer modes. This game was clearly designed with parties in mind. The most simple multiplayer option is players taking turns until there's one player left standing. Another is you playing a version of Hot Potato, where the person playing minigames when the balloon explodes is eliminated. But the most fun to be had in this game is where 3 players use their characters to block the screen while the 4th player tries to complete minigames. It's as erratic and frantic as a monkey with an Etch-a-Sketch. Get out of the way. Go! With no new minigames, 16-bit graphics, and a ridiculously simple single-player mode, it's hard to recommend WarioWare Mega Party games as a purchase. But if you're looking for a rental for your next living room throwdown, the multiplayer is about as addictive as it gets. We give Wario and his wares a 3 out of 5.
Will someone just give the girl with the drippy nose a Kleenex?
Bonus!
And Nintendo's been worrying about people out there with attention deficit disorder, and they've created a game especially for them. It's called WarioWare Inc. Micro Mega Games. Basically what the game is, it's a collection of about 200 little mini micro games that happen really, really fast. Each game lasts about 5 seconds in total, and all of the games are completely absurd. You've got some games in there that are going to be familiar to longtime Nintendo players. They're sort of recreations of SNES or NES classic games like Balloon Fight or F-Zero. There are a bunch of weird ones in there. I mean, really strange ones. I mean, in one of them, you've got this finger that's going underneath the nose, and you have to time it right so it goes right up the nose. Another one, you got a little eyedropper thing. You got to drop it in the eye. This other one, there's a woman with a big booger, and you got to press the button really fast so the booger gets snorted back. It's very strange, okay? I'm just telling you, it's very weird stuff in the game, but it's oddly addictive, and you can't stop playing the game. And what's so cool about it is that as you keep going into the game, you unlock all kinds of extra little challenges, like the paper airplane one. They actually make a 3D version of the paper airplane, and it flies in a window, and you have to try to last as long as you can. There's a little skateboard game. There are even 2-player games. What they've done is instead of 2 linked Game Boy Advances, you actually have 2-player games on one Game Boy Advance, and each person takes half the Game Boy and they figure out the game that way. Very innovative stuff, incredible looking art style to this game. There's lots of variety, lots of different things to see. You're constantly surprised, constantly entertained. This is a terrific cartridge and I highly recommend it. 9.5 for WarioWare Inc. All right, we're back, and we're moving far away from the Wild West now. We're going to talk about a crazy new game from Nintendo. This is called WarioWare Inc. Mega Party Games for the GameCube.
Is that what Wario, is that like his underpants? WarioWare?
No, he's like
underwear?
the software king now. So it's WarioWare, like Wario software.
I gotta be honest with you, I got some issues.
I got to be honest with you, I'm not surprised.
There's over 200, count them,
200 little mini games.
Little mini games, but all of the mini games last for, and I counted it, I timed it on my watch, 3 seconds each, and it usually normally consists of only one button press.
Okay.
These are the smallest, cheesiest, most simple games.
Right.
I don't care if they packaged 1,000 of them in here. They still all suck.
I think you missed the whole idea here.
Explain to me the point.
The game
yes.
is the collection of mini games. You're playing
Right.
a bigger master game over top of all of these little mini games.
Yes.
It's not the parts that make this game interesting. It's all of it put together into one whole thing.
So you pile a bunch of crap on top of each other, and you get a big mound of crap.
That's the wrong way to look at things
Ah.
here. The games on their own, they aren't that cool.
They're ugly.
They're ugly. They're old, graphic style. They're taken
Why
right out
do they
of.
last 3 seconds?
That's part of the game.
Why not 7 seconds?
Well, they start at around
3 seconds?
They start at around 5, and they actually get continually faster.
Quicker and quicker and quicker until you can't play it anymore.
Well, it's an amazing challenge. It's really cool.
Amazing challenge. Pressing one button is an amazing challenge.
Well, because
for
it's
you.
all about timing, and it's all about what's coming up next and what you got to do. I mean, it's really very innovative. I was really blown
Innovative?
away.
This whole game
Yes.
is on the GBA.
It's exactly the same game.
So why would I buy it on the GameCube?
Well, what they've done is they've made it more of a party game now. You've got multiplayer games in there, so you can play with other people.
So you can play all these great, crappy 3-second games and ruin your friends' good times as well.
I'm telling you, this is a lot of fun. If you open your mind, and I'll keep
I've
slapping
opened
this
my
thing.
mind.
Open your mind to
How?
a new game design. You're going to enjoy
New game
this.
design?
Absolutely.
I mean, these are game designs that go back 20, 30
I know,
years.
but incorporating them all into one game experience is really amazing.
But I love Mario Party. I love these style of games. I just didn't particularly care for this one at all.
I mean,
Count
that's
this.
the
Watch,
deal.
watch this. Watch it.
Okay, game's
Done.
over.
Oh, game's over. See, I mean,
I think it's awesome, though, man.
Yeah.
What I also like about this game is they've thrown in a lot of old Nintendo references. So you have like the old 2D scrolling Mario games and Metroid and F-Zero's in there. I thought you'd really like the nose picking game where you have to get the finger right up the nose. I mean, that's said Tommy Tallarico to me all the way. No, didn't like that one.
Didn't like virtual nose picking.
I'm giving WarioWare Inc. Mega Party Games 8.5 out of 10.
4.5.
Oy. Oh, man. On the positive side, there are 200 mini games to play in this one. If you open your mind, the multiplayer games are very fun. And it's great to see all of those classic Nintendo game references throughout this thing.
On the negative side, all of the games last for approximately 3 seconds. I didn't find any of them particularly challenging or fun at all. And for me, I much prefer some of the other Mario Party games over this